What are some of the connectivity innovations that you've seen that you think will be either additive or disruptive to the total IoT stack?
Well, I mean, there's a number of things. So for one, a few years ago in IoT, there was like a smorgasbord of, what you'd call PAN or WAN protocols, right? There is LoRa, there's, Sigfox, there's Zigbee, there's all these things competing. And the reality is the market's shifted down to really two primary, personal area network wireless interfaces, and that's Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. For remote connectivity, cellular is by far the dominant technology there. Within the cellular space, we're seeing a lot of evolution with 5G coming out, cheaper data plans, and what's on the horizon very soon is private LTE, which lends itself really well to things like construction yards or even platooning, where you want to create a private, secure, high availability, even redundant network with the high bandwidth of cellular.
So in this case, when you're talking about that, you basically get, from what I understand, all the benefits of a traditional LTE cellular network, but you have the entire stack, and you can use it any way you see fit. Can you unpack that a little bit?
Yeah. So when you're talking about private LTE or even 5G, private spectrum, there's a bunch of different solutions out there. But the idea is that instead of a cell tower, you've got a small cell, which is a small device, which can either be mounted to a pole in a construction yard, it can be mounted in a vehicle, which is how they're using it for public safety today. And what it does is it creates either a mobile or a stationary footprint for cellular communication with maybe up to a mile radius, so it's a limited footprint. But you can essentially run whatever data you want privately over that. So it's not going through a provider's core or back end necessarily. You can get away from the data rates that are associated with that. The only thing you really need is internet connectivity back to that small cell. But you can have maintain mobility. So for example, if you're in a mining application with heavy equipment and you've got a bunch of vehicles that are going further and further down a mine shaft, you can have small cells periodically every so often posted into that environment, and they'll still seamlessly hand off as if they were going from tower to tower. So it creates a lot of really flexible options.